Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We got a sponsored video. That's right. Somebody paid me $50 to do a stunk analysis on Block Incorporated, better known as Square, founded by Jack Dorsey, my absolute hero. And if you want me to do a sponsored video, see the pinned comment at the conclusion of this video. I'll react to whatever you want. I'll talk about whatever you want with my own opinions. You don't tell me what I think. So let's go ahead and check out this amazing company. Okay, is it a buy? Are we going to buy this stunk, bro? Well, the first thing I want to talk about is the CEO. Let's make sure we're sharing, okay? Or the founder, at least. Jack Dorsey. So Jack Dorsey's like this bearded crypto Bitcoin fanatic. He's crazy about Bitcoin. And I've covered this guy before. My personal opinion, which is correct, is if you are associated with cryptocurrency, I can't believe I have to explain this to people. After FTX, after all the collapse of all the exchanges, I still have to explain this to people that crypto is a disgusting scam. It is nothing more than a galactic-sized pump and dump. That is it. It has no intrinsic value, and it is primarily there to facilitate disgusting transactions for very disgusting things. And it's also there for people to gamble, okay? I'd rather you gamble on stocks than gamble on crypto. So how bad is Jack Dorsey? Well, this amazing man, Mr. Beardy, he's in the thumbnail. Him and Jay-Z launched a Bitcoin Academy in a public housing complex. Okay, this is the guy, this is the founder of the company. This is the guy you want to invest in this company. It's a great company, right? Is billionaire fundo crypto education really what low-income people need? Is there nothing more disgusting than pushing Bitcoin on the poorest members of society? Okay? But you know what they do, right? They say, oh, it's black Bitcoin billionaire. No, people get sucked into it because they trust people that look like them, and they get freaking screwed. But you know what? I'm staying out of it because if I say anything more, I'm the bad guy, okay? But suffice it to say, Bitcoin is disgusting, and you should not push it on low-income people, regardless of what they look like. It's absolutely disgusting. This is a disgusting act. This makes me sick. Oh, but he's a good person. Yeah, Bitcoin went up, bro. Yeah, okay, Andre. Don't worry, Andre. I'm coming for you too, bucko. So what does Block Incorporated do? Block Inc., together with its subsidiaries, builds ecosystems focused on commerce and financial products and services in the United States and internationally. It operates through two segments, Square and Cash App. The Square segment offers commerce products for restaurants, appointments, retail, point of sale, blah, 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 blah. Basically, it helps small businesses manage payments and tracking and all that stuff. That's the more legitimate side of this business. Then there's the other side of the business, Cash App, okay? And yes, I have used Cash App before. And I might stop using it as a way to pay me for things because what I've been reading is absolutely disgusting. This app, Cash App, is one of the most disgusting apps out there, okay? Basically, they get you in the app, and then they push you into Bitcoin. That's what they do. Download the app so you can send money to your buddies. Oh, you can even use it to file your taxes. Really? You're going to file your taxes on Cash App? Ridiculous. Do a CPA like me. And you have the option, if you want extra money, you could store it and buy Bitcoin. And you know who will sell it to you? That's right. Block will sell it to you. Okay? And there's a bunch of crime and scams that get facilitated on Cash App. Okay? It's an absolutely disgusting app. I think I'm going to remove it. The only reason I use it is for freaking payments. But holy freaking crap, okay? So that's basically the two main sides. They help businesses do transactions. Okay, that's fine. I get it. And they charge fees for the transactions. Totally legit. Totally fine. No problem with that. And then they got the disgusting Cash App, which is just everything about Cash App is scammy and disgusting and degenerate, okay? And on top of that, the founder loves crypto. Oh, wow. Now, I want you, if you are considering investing in this company, number one, they deal with cryptocurrency. If a company deals with crypto, it is most likely a scam. Assume any business that associates with cryptocurrency is a scam. It is a bunch of fraudulent garbage. No, it's not, because Bitcoin went up and Andre Jake said so. So here's a report by Hindenburg Research. Okay, these are people, this is like, they publish short reports and they've taken down some stocks before. Okay. Block. Oh, this company. How inflated user metrics and frictionless fraud facilitation. A company that is all into Bitcoin pushes people into Bitcoin? No, they're not fraudulent. What are you talking? Bitcoin's the future, bro. Don't buy VT, buy Bitcoin. Enabled inside. It went up. Insiders to cash out over $1 billion. Okay. Our 2-year investigation, this is Hindenburg, has concluded that Block has systematically taken advantage of the demographics it claims to be helping. Cash App is used by usually lower income people. Okay. The magic behind Block's business has not been disruptive innovation. Oh, I bet you if that's in their report, yeah, even more likely to be a scam. But rather the company's willingness to facilitate fraud against consumers and the government, avoid regulation, dress up predatory loans and fees as revolutionary technology, and mislead investors with inflated. You mean crypto shills that want to push people in the projects into crypto could potentially be liars? No way. No, that's impossible, bro. You just don't want people, strongman, you just don't want people in poverty to get out of poverty. You're such a bad person. Jack Dorsey's the hero. I'm going to get those comments. Welcome to Clown World. You can't help people. I've already figured that out. Okay. You can all burn. Okay. Our research indicates that Block has wildly overstated its genuine user counts and has understated its customer acquisition costs. Probably put those on the balance sheet somewhere. Just hide them away. Former employees estimated that 40 to 75% of accounts they reviewed were fake. The what? Involved in fraud, you don't say. Or were additional accounts tied to a single individual. Block has embraced one traditionally very underbanked segment of the population: criminals. And on top of that, they offer you Bitcoin. CEO Jack Dorsey has publicly touted how Cash App is mentioned in hundreds of hip-hop songs. Yeah, okay, shocker. A review of those songs shows that the artists are not generally rapping about Cash App's smooth user interface. Many describe using it to scam, traffic, D-word. Can't say that on YouTube, but you can show crypto on FTX. Or even pay for... Okay. I paid them hitters through Cash App. This is ridiculous. This is disgusting. Okay. You're just a bad person, strongman. You don't like people getting out of poverty. Huh. And here's the thing. This stock will go up in the next couple of months and see, you're not smart. Okay, whatever. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the stunk. Oh, I don't even know if it's going to load. I think the stock has been shellacked over the last couple of years, or it really hasn't done that well. Basically, it kind of looks like PayPal. Basically, every payment processor went crazy during the pandemic and then absolutely cratered. It's basically PayPal, okay, with some additional growth. And PayPal's into crypto too. Screw them. So let's go ahead and go over the financial report, because this is a sponsored video, and you can have a sponsored video too. It's not going to guarantee I'm going to shill your stock. So this is Block's balance sheet, okay? Unaudited. They got this is as of June 30th, 2024. They got, are we still sharing? All right, we're good. They got $7.8 billion of cash and $658 million of investments in short-term debt security. Settlements receivable of $4 billion. They got a lot of liquid assets. Basically, let's see, customer funds. If you just look at their cash, their investments, and their settlements receivable, they have over $11-12 billion of cash and total current liabilities, including, customer deposits. That's basically the vast majority of their short-term liabilities of $12 billion. So the business is very well capitalized. Okay. Now here's an interesting thing: safeguarding asset related to Bitcoin held for other parties. They got $1.4 billion of Bitcoin assets on their balance sheet that they're holding for their clients, people that use Cash App. Oh, put your money, you got money on the app? Let's put it in Bitcoin. And they sell it to them. Funny. All right, their long-term assets are an absolute disaster. Basically, most of their long-term assets, it's all goodwill, which is just acquiring other businesses for more than the fair value of its net assets, which is reasonable if the business you're buying is profitable, potentially. It's basically all their long-term assets are intangible. So they're all short-term assets. But their total liabilities of $18 billion are less than their current assets of $22 billion. Basically, the rest of these long-term assets you can write off because they're intangible. So let's see. They got long-term debt. They added $1 billion of long-term debt recently over the last 6 months. What are they doing that for? What are they doing that for? What do they need debt for? To acquire other businesses? I don't see any acquisitions, at least so far. So their balance sheet's not the worst, okay? But, yeah, I don't really got anything horrible to say about it, except for the Bitcoin. Now, if we look at their equity, so where's all their equity come from? All of this business's equity, assets in excess of liabilities, has come from paid-in capital, okay? The total stockholders' equity is $19 billion. The additional paid-in capital, this is from stock issuance, is $19.6 billion. All of this company's equity has come from stock issuance. They had just now swung into a positive retained earnings. And they have pretty significant accumulated other comprehensive losses, which is probably, I think, for foreign currency translation. But this has not been a very profitable business, okay? And they're in the crypto industry. Suspicious. So let's look here. What do you see as their largest source of revenue? Bitcoin. Bitcoin revenue of $2.6 billion in the last 3 months. But the funny thing is, Bitcoin costs are $2.5 billion. So I had to look around for that a little bit. Basically, they buy Bitcoin and then they sell it to the user of the app and they make a small profit. So Block basically takes no risk with Bitcoin. They buy it and they sell it. And some of the most underbanked, underserved people in society that use this app are putting their money in Bitcoin, on which Block is making a small profit. They buy it and then they sell it to people. Disgusting. All right, they got transaction and subscription revenue and hardware revenue, immaterial. But basically, their largest revenue source is Bitcoin. Okay, disgusting scam. Now, their most profitable segment of their business is subscription and service-based costs. Their margins on that are insanely high. They made 1.7 or almost 1.8 billion of revenue on subscriptions and services-based revenue, and they only spent 291 million of directly attributable costs. Transactions still pretty I wonder what their transaction margin is. I forgot what PayPal's was. Let's see. Their transaction margin is 42%. I think PayPal's is roughly around there too. But they make about 42% profit for every for their transactions after before other costs. So that's pretty gross, okay? They spent $713 million on product development in 3 months. $500 million marketing crapto, basically. General and admin, they've cut that. Transaction loan and consumer receivable losses. That's interesting. That's actually gone up. Are they in the buy now, pay later business? I think they are. Okay. So they're engaged in crypto. They're accused of overstating customer counts. They're accused of a bunch of bad things. And they're giving loans to people that are underserved. What does that mean? People that probably can't afford to pay stuff back. If we have a bad economy, those are the worst loans to be invested in, okay? Which you will be as a partial owner of this company. So consumer receivable losses are going up. But they have an operating profit. Look at that. They made some money. Good for them, okay? So they're profitable, but they're diluted. So in the last year, their share count has gone up by... Oops, I screwed that up. 634 divided by 606. 4.5%, okay? So a little bit of dilution there. Okay. Share-based compensation. Repo purchases of of stock. Okay, let's go to the statement of cash flows. So let's look at their expenses. Amortization of discounts and premiums and other non-cash adjustments. Well, what is this? Okay, so they add back expenses, non-cash expenses, and they subtract non-cash gains. Amortization of discounts and premiums and other non-cash. Why is this amount up massively? Okay, they increased this non-cash revenue by $300 million in the 6 months ended June 30th, 2024. What is that? Probably overstating revenue. Okay, share-based compensation, $631 million. Bitcoin remeasurement. So looks like they recorded $163 million of income or gain from Bitcoin remeasurement. So that's getting into the income statement too. Basically, when Bitcoin goes up, oh, we made a gain. And they add that gain to their earnings because a worthless fundamental garbage asset went up. Ignore that. That's garbage. Okay. Transaction loan and consumer receivable losses. That's up by about, let's see. How much are losses up? 16%. They're up 16%. How much is revenue up? How much is transaction revenue up? 4.5%. So all these losses, probably clowns not paying their loans back and stuff. That's up 13 or whatever percent, and revenues, their transaction revenue is only up 4.5%. Okay. Let's see. Purchases and originations of loans. They originated $7 billion of loans. Oh, but proceeds from payments and forgiveness of loans. Oh, people aren't paying their loans back, huh? I wonder how bad that is. Oh my God, this is horrible. So they're in the banking business. They're in the crypto scam business. What other crap are they in? What is it? I want to know what this is. Other non-cash adjustments. What is that? And they're invested in Bitcoin, it looks like. Okay, so what are they investing in? So they bought some debt. They matured. Payments for originations of consumer receivables, principal payments, consumer receivables. They are really heavy in the loan business, man. Purchases of PP&E, nothing crazy there. Let's see. They issued $2 billion of debt. And what do they do with that? Oh, they also borrowed $319 million from warehouse facilities, but they paid back almost $1 billion of that. So I guess that's good. What did they do? Okay, so they issued $2 billion of debt and they paid off they bought back $641 million of stock, and they paid some other debts with the new debt. What else did they do? Yeah. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. So I think they changed the accounting for crypto. Basically before, you couldn't record gains on Bitcoin, but you had to record losses. And now whenever Bitcoin goes up and down, because I believe they're investing a little bit in Bitcoin, they record that as gains or losses on their profit and loss, which should be totally ignored. Oh my God. Use of estimates. What are they? I want to see these loans. Let's see. Well, I guess they cut advertising a little bit. Try to see if there's anything sketchy on here besides the Bitcoin and all the other red flags of this company. Okay, what are their short-term investments? So their short-term debt, they bought some mostly corporate bonds and government securities. Okay, I guess that's fine. Long-term investments, corporate bonds and government securities. Where's the Bitcoin at, bro? I know they have Bitcoin somewhere. Okay, so most of their short-term investments are on the surface, not so bad. They're just parking cash and mostly government and corporate debt. Surprising they don't put it in like a stable coin. Reverse repos. The company has accounted for a reverse repurchase agreement with various third parties as an overnight lending arrangement collateralized by the securities subject to the repurchase. Who are they lending money to? I mean, I think how a reverse repo works. I think don't quote me. Is if you lend money, let's say you lend $1 million, and then you get back $1 million and $10. That's like your interest payment. It's like overnight lending, basically. That's what I think it is. Who are they lending money to? I want to know that. Oh my God. Let's see. Here we go. Bitcoin investment. They have $500 million invested in Bitcoin. What a freaking joke, dude. But this reverse repo, I'm really curious about that. Let's look at their long-term debt. All right, so their newest debt, their most upcoming debt is maturing in 2025. About $1 billion is coming due. And then $500 million, no, $1.5 billion for 2026. And then an additional $570 billion for 2027. Consumer receivable represent amounts due from customers for outstanding installment payments on orders processed on the company's buy now, pay later platform. How much is consumer receivables? How much do they have on their balance sheet? Well, let's look at, oh, here it is. Hold on. Okay, non-delinquent. Okay, well, I guess total loan volume is down. So non-delinquent loans as a total percentage. Oh. Is... So 24% of all loans are at least 1 day past due. But the scary thing is, look at this. 90 days past due, $96 million versus 75. So all their loans came down, right? Like their total volume of loans came down. But their total loans 90 days past due went up by about $20 million. Okay. Yeah, they got $2 billion of assets. Loans to clowns. 24% are at some level of being late. How bad were they before? Let's see. Yeah, more people are past due. So as of December 31st, 2023, roughly 22% of loans were past due. Now, like I said before, 24% are past due. So that's a little scary. I don't know what normal banks do. I don't think normal banks would have this bad, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh my God. What a disaster. Oh, they got loans held for sale. Looks like they're trying to sell off some loans here. Look at this. They're trying to sell off almost 500,000 of consumer loans. Get them off the balance sheet. Get them off. This is so bad. Look, this company is scared. I don't care if their stock goes up. I don't care if their profits go up. This company is sketchy. Okay? Other non-current assets. $500 million in Bitcoin. Unbelievable. Let's see. You might as well just make this zero. Bitcoin is worthless. That should be a zero. And of course, it's impacting their earnings now. So stupid. The company okay, here's the disgusting part. The company allows its Cash App customers to store their Bitcoin in the company's digital wallets. Free of charge. Oh, come on. We'll sell you Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's see. The company does not use any of the Bitcoin custodied for customers or trading partners. Isn't that what FTX said? Nor does it lend or pledge Bitcoin held for others to any third. Oh, is that what FTX said? This is garbage. No. Crypto Pro is the future. That was my sponsored video. If you want a sponsored video, see the pinned comment. It's only $50. I get to roast your stock, bro. Also, buy my book, Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. Oh, man, I've been bag holding it. This company is degenerate. There's so much disgusting degeneracy going on. Oh, let's lend money to broke people and put them into Bitcoin. You just hate it because yeah, that's why. Reflation or recession. You don't care about the poor people. You're just a bigot, strong man, because you don't like crypto. You want people to stay poor. Block's credit market doesn't look fine. Bitcoin Academy by grifting billionaires. Sign me up. Am I the only one that thinks that's disgusting? But I'm the bad guy. Okay. Can you talk about 50 point of interest rate? No, it went down. They cut rates. Who cares about rate cuts? You're investing for 30, 40, 50 years. Do you think Jack Dorsey actually believes in the future? If he does, well, he probably both. I mean, he probably believes in it because he makes money off of it. How can he moderate all that? He probably can't. Cash App is mostly used by OF creators. Cash App, I've heard so many bad things about it. I actually feel guilty because I allow that as one of my payments for my services. But most people send me money through PayPal, which I'm actually fine with. I might just go pure PayPal and Venmo, which I think is owned by PayPal. I think I'm going to cut off Cash App because, I didn't. That's disgusting. Do I have Cash App on my phone? Let me see if they try to put me into Bitcoin. Hold on a minute. Okay. Give me Bitcoin, Cash App, bro. Okay. So here we go. Savings up to 4.5% interest. Paychecks. Deposit your paycheck into Cash App. Bitcoin. Learn and invest. Look at that. Stocks, bro. You want to buy Bitcoin in stocks? I can buy stocks on here and taxes. Who does their taxes on Cash App? This is ridiculous. Invest in the future of money. Look at this. Invest in the future of money. Bitcoin is a digital currency that's changing the way the world sends, spends, and saves money. Own something that's rare. They're selling me on Bitcoin. I'm getting rid of this. Like gold, there's a limited supply of Bitcoin. There's also a limited supply of poopy shark fart splat coin, too. Oh, it's limited! There will only be 21 million coins available to buy. Control your money 24/7. Control your money, bro. No banking hours, no hefty fees. All you need is an internet connection to send money around the world. Keep it safe with Cash App because we swear we don't lend it to anybody. We don't use it for trading because FTX did the same thing, right? We store your Bitcoin in a high security vault. A vault. Protected with encryption to give you peace of mind. Okay, let me get started here. Buy Bitcoin for as little as $1 and they'll sell it to you for a profit. This company is disgusting. I think, as you would probably admit, the scammers are endless pretty much. Oh, yeah, you think Strongman's going to end the scammers? What about Zelle? I mean, Zelle's like an interbanking system. I mean, my main source of transactions has been Venmo and mostly PayPal, to be honest, which I'm fine with PayPal. Let's see. I have an LLC. I get more deductions. All I know is Black, replace R with C, State Street and Vanguard are all buying an amazing. They're all buying Bitcoin, so we should buy it too. I think they know how to. They're buying it to fund their ETFs so you can invest in it and they can charge you fees. You think Wall Street's actually investing in crypto? You're insane. They create ETFs so they can charge fees. But BlackRock's buying it. I'm going 100% on Rick stock, my DD on the stock. I saw their CEO post. He had some like model on a date with him. Yeah, dude. And those loans are becoming more delinquent, as you clearly saw on their financial statements. I think so. One more, maybe. Strongman doubts the power of Bitcoin. Rainbow nobody goes up. Vertical lines. Bitcoin vertical lines. Loans to FTX. Sup, dong. Don't sign up. Okay. Yeah. Send me $50 and I'll make a video about rate cuts. The video will probably be about 30 seconds, but I'll talk about rate cuts. You own this equity in VT. Yeah, this is something I know is going to eventually go to zero, and I'm fine with that. I will take the loss, okay? Trust me, this is a very small percentage of VT. So this is worse. Oh, this thing is awful. This thing is awful. They basically just like straight into Bitcoin, of which they're profiting from. They take no risk. They buy the Bitcoin and they sell it to dopes. Rates got cut. $50. Also, PayPal is other, but you're not. Yeah, but PayPal doesn't really throw it in your face. Trust me, if I had to choose PayPal, I trust PayPal a lot more than Cash App. Okay. All right, that's it. If you want to sponsor video, see the pinned comment below at the conclusion of this video. Buy my book, Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And if you want a one-on-one accounting tutoring session, no, I'm not going to teach you about how to value stocks. No, I'm not going to teach you vertical lines. But if you want to know how to read financial statements, $75 an hour. Talk to you later, boyos. Cheers!